Greetings. Once again, I'm John Gabriel and this is New Calculus Channel. So in my previous video, I talked about you believing the libel, lies, and the drivel that you read about the New Calculus, whether it's on Reddit, Quora, Wikipedia, Mass Exchange, or any other shit mainstream site. Doesn't matter. Or even if it's the chatbots which are pre-programmed or pre-trained with the bullshit mainstream information. So in this video now, I'm going to talk about a popular MarkusKlyverism. So on Sci.Math, that idiot and his colleagues would often talk about the historic geometric theorem as well as my new calculus definition not working for anything but polynomials. Well, just to show you what a bunch of morons they are, I'm going to choose any function that is not a polynomial. For example, the square root of x, as you see here. And in the first example that I showed you under the bullshit mainstream calculus, the non-parallel secant line, this guy here, okay, is how Newton approximated his tangent line slope. This green line is the rigorous new calculus definition. Okay, so you'll see that for the mainstream definition, what you have is this. So if you have the function like this, square root x, then the historic geometric theorem says that you have x plus h over h is equal to 1 over 2 root x, which is the derivative, plus q of xh. And so, of course, naturally q of xh is going to equal to this guy here. Okay, let's just pick it up. Pick it up and copy it, it's easier. It's going to equal to this guy here, like that, minus this. Okay. All right. So that's for your bullshit calculus. Let's put a nice big box around it. And you'll see that q of xh is never 0. Okay. So this is the difference. This q of xh that you see here that I'm pointing to, minus 0.05773. Okay, never 0. Okay, and of course, if you get to the point of tangency, it's just undefined, right? Okay, so now on the other hand, in the new calculus, this difference here is always 0, and of course, you can't have this point on the point of tangency because there is no parallel secant line that degenerates into a point. Okay, there is no secant line that is a parallel secant line that is one point. So what does the new calculus definition look like? Well, it looks something like this. It looks, actually, I didn't want to do that. I want to use black. Okay, so the new calculus definition will look something like this. X plus n minus x minus m, like that, over m plus n, and the same story here, plus this expression here, x, let's just make that wider, x m n, like that, and naturally then q of x m n will equal to, once again, this minus this here. Okay. So that is the correct rigorous formulation. Okay. So now let's go back to the applet to see how that looks. Okay. So this difference here that you see 0 is actually calculated by this expression here. See this expression here, this q of x m n. All right, and I've let c equal to that so that when this moves, it's always 0, right? See that? Always 0. This is the value of C that I've got inside here. I mean, you don't have to believe me. I'll show you. Look, it's C. See there? There's C. Okay. So, I mean, I'll even upload this applet for you and let you download it and play with it because you're all a bunch of morons in the mainstream and you don't understand these things. So it doesn't matter how you move that across, right? Notice that the bottom part, the difference is always 0. Okay. In the top part, meh. It's never 0. Okay. Never. See that? Watch these figures change, right? So the historic geometric theorem works, and so does the rigorous new calculus, which uses what definition? Which uses this definition. Let me write it down. Okay. So in the new calculus, what you have, let's move this along here. So in the new calculus, we have this. We have f of x plus n minus f of x minus m over m plus n is equal to f prime of x plus q of x, m, and n. And in your bullshit calculus, you have my historic geometric identity, which rigorizes it. Okay, because you were all too stupid to realize this. Nobody did realize this before me. I mean, all of you are a bunch of psychopath narcissists who've never been able to realize these things. So, and you can't take correction. So there you have it. So a typical MarkusKlyverism is to stick your thumb up your rear end and talk crap and then go and post it all over the internet, and tell your students about it. And of course, you'll be wrong now and forever, just as he was wrong then, again and again. And even though he was corrected, he is a crank because mainstream mathematics academics are cranks. They cannot be corrected in the face of overwhelming evidence. If you're not already a subscriber, all you have to do is go to my video, click on it, and you'll see a little join button. Join my members only in order to have access to information that I don't normally share with the public, and I wouldn't share with the public. So I'm John Gabriel, and this is New Calculus Channel. Till next time, goodbye.